So this SECURENET event actually jointly organized by NetsLab research team, which is our research team at UCD, and a Connect Center, which is also a research project in Ireland, and also the confidential 6G project, which is Horizon 2020 project. So today's theme is about the 6G security. So when we talk about 6G security, so we have to talk about like how the mobile network security landscape has been evolved throughout the different generations. If you look at the last 3 generations like 4G, 5G and 6G, the threat landscape has been evolved a lot. So if you look at 4G mobile networks, so where we introduced all IP-based communication for the first time, and also we were having a stable internet connection during the 4G era. And also we were using more and more powerful mobile devices. As a result, when we look at the 4G mobile network, we were more talking about the mobile web-based attack and also the applicability of the internet-based attack like APT attack or DOS attack become a bigger issue in the 4G network. From 4G to 5G, the main difference happened is the introduction of the network softwarization techniques like software-defined networking, network function virtualization, cloud computing. So those kind of technologies integrated in the 5G network. So we were facing a new set of attacks related to the virtualization. And not only that, the 5G is going to interconnect a lot of IoT devices, that it is going to interconnect different critical infrastructure. So we have to protect the critical infrastructure via the 5G network. So that also another threat landscape we need to consider in 5G. So what happens when we go beyond 5G? What is happening in the 6G? 6G is also going to introduce a new set of technologies like AI and machine learning, blockchain or quantum computing, visual light communication, terahertz communication. So there are many new technologies going to be integrated in the 6G network. So we will have a new set of security attacks. Especially we are now discussing about AI-based attacks or quantum-based attacks. So those kind of attacks we need to be considered and solved in the 6G era. So when you talk about 6G, like one of the main difference compared to the 5G is the AI integration. So 6G is I would say like a network AI. So if you consider like today's 5G network, so we have AI integrated very few applications. But when we go to the 6G domain, the AI will be integrated in the whole ecosystem, including from the users to the 6G network itself, and also almost all the applications will be AI domain. So that means when we have considering the security of the 6G, the AI security has to be considered, and it is going to play a bigger role. So when we talk about the AI for security, actually we can consider about the 2 different scenarios. Like one scenario is like how we can use AI for the security. So that is something we are now heavily looking at in our research project. For example, AI can be used to design autonomous security systems. We can use like distributed federated learning kind of scenarios in order to enable the privacy protection. And also we can use AI for predictive attack detection or advanced anomaly detections can be also designed with the support of the AI. But also we have to consider the negative impact of using AI at the same time. For example, like the attacks which are targeting the AI system, maybe like data poisoning attack, model poisoning attack, adversarial AI attack. So we have to consider like what is the security impact of using AI, and we need to address it. And also we have to consider the privacy related attack, maybe inference attack, backdoor attack. So there are many attacks which are possible in the AI system, and we need to address those things if you are going to deploy AI in the 6G network. And another thing when we are integrating AI is into 6G network, we have to consider where we are going to use and how we are going to use. So we know in the 5G actually we have introduced the concept of cloud edge computing. So that means we are bringing the cloud computing already at the base station. When the popularity with the AI and the development of edge computing allow us to integrate AI already at the edge of the network or in the base station. We call it as edge intelligence. So we have the distributed AI which can be deployed in the base station at the very closer to the user. Especially the technologies like Open RAN will support these kind of edge intelligence scenarios. So that will be making our problem even difficult. So now we have distributed AI systems and we have to protect them if we are going to use in the AI system or 6G network. And another important aspect related to the AI is like how we can make sure these AI systems are accountable and also they are ethical to use. This how we can make sure AI systems are ethical. And in order to do that, we have to understand how the AI systems are working. And also we have to understand or make sure this AI system is following the guidelines and the standards defined by the different regulatory bodies, because we are working on the 6G, which is pretty much standardized domain. We have to make sure all the standards are met by this AI system. So in order to do that, we need to understand how the AI systems are working. In this regard, explainable AI is playing an important role. So we can understand how the AI system can be used, and especially we can understand they are aligned with the rules and regulation defined by the standardization. Not only that, explainable AI is a very handy tool. We can get extra bit of information which is important to define a new security rules or design a new security mechanism which can be used in the 6G domain. So not only the AI, another big area like one of the big research area we are working on the quantum computing. Because the 6G network is going to be deployed in 2030. So, and we are talking about a network which can support the services beyond 2030. So by that time, we might have the quantum computing in the mainstream, so there will be a lot of development related to that. So we have to make sure 6G network are also good enough to use in this quantum era. So that's why because when we have the quantum computing, we know most of the cryptographic mechanism we are using today is not going to be used. So we have to think about how we can design the post-quantum cryptographic mechanism. So designing the post-quantum cryptography is one area of this quantum safe 6G communication. Especially we can design a new post-quantum cryptographic mechanism, or we can look for classical cryptographic mechanism which can be still used in the post-quantum era. Not only that, we can work on the quantum key distribution and also the quantum resistance networking hardware. So those kind of area also we have to investigate and see how we can adapt the quantum safe 6G communication. And also we are now looking at quantum-based attacks, what kind of attack will be originated with if we have the quantum computing, and how we can make sure the 6G communication is secured in the quantum era. And another interesting area related to the security, so we are looking at these days in the most of the 6G SNS project is like how we can enable the zero trust end-to-end security. Because we are talking about the 6G network where we can have like billions of devices, billions of IoT devices. So the manual security configuration, deployment of security services is no longer possible. So we have to go for more automated security solution, and that's why we are talking about the zero trust integrated or zero trust end-to-end security. Especially AI playing a bigger role in this domain to try to detect the security mechanism, response to it, and also to deploy the mitigation mechanism against it. So basically it can be enabled with this closed loop automation. As you can see here, that's one of the very important research area and research topic we are working on. And also this zero trust architecture is another interesting area, because when you have like billions of IoT devices, it's not possible for you to manually assign a trust relationship for them. So we have to go for fully zero trust architecture so we can automate this end-to-end security. So these are one of the highlights. So we are working on the different research topics and the different EU projects. At UCD, so the Network Softwarization and Security Laboratory, or the NetsLab, is one of the research group mainly focusing on this 5G and 6G security. So in this lab, actually, we are working on the three different areas. So one of the area is network softwarization and the security automation. We are working on the 5G related technologies like network slicing and make and SDN scenarios, and see how we can enable the security automation. And the second pillar, we are looking at the AI security and privacy. Especially we are working on the federated learning and explainable AI solution, how we can improve the security of these systems and how we can integrate it in the 6G network. The last pillar is about the blockchain for mobile network. So we are looking at different 6G use cases and see how the blockchain can be beneficial for these 6G use cases. So the NetsLab is quite large now. We have about 25 members, and we have two co-directors and 5 postdocs, and about 15 PhD students working under the NetsLab. And not all of them are from the UCD. We have the members from all around the world, from Finland, and also from India, and also from Sri Lanka. We have different PhD students who are working at the NetsLab. So it's a very global research team. We have members all across the world. And in terms of funding, actually, so we are getting funding from the different bodies. So, but for us, the main funding organization is the European Union. For the moment, we have 3 6G SNS projects running on confidential 6G, robust 6G, and also we have some funding from the Fidel 5G project. And apart from the European Union funding, we are getting funding from the Science Foundation Ireland under 2 centers like Connect Center and MLab, and also we are participating with different projects in Finland as well. So if I talk a little bit about the European project we have, it's the spatial project, one of the projects we are running for the moment. It got funded under Horizon 2020. And this project we are trying to develop a trustworthy AI system. Specifically, we are looking at the applicability of the explainable AI for the cyber security. It's not only about 6G network in generally, so we are talking about how we can enable trustworthy AI, how we can ensure the accountability, privacy, and the resilience of the AI system under this project. And actually this was the first project which was supported the SECURENET event last year, and we were discussing a lot about like how the explainable AI can be used in the security domain. And then we have the confidential 6G project. I know Vera is going to discuss more about this confidential 6G project in the next presentation. And this was funded under 6G SNS. And in this project, we are mainly looking at the UCD team, mainly looking at the applicability of the blockchain for 6G and also federated learning security scenarios. And the last project we started a few months back is the robust 6G project. So this is also got funded under 6G SNS. And this project is mainly looking at the security automation, how we can enable the zero trust security management for the 6G network, especially integration of the distributed federated learning system, closed loop automation with zero trust architecture. And also we got funded from the Fidel 5G in order to build a 5G test network at UCD. So this is the planned test bed we are working on. So by the end of this year, we will be having this test bed connected with the Fidel TrialNet. So basically, we already have a 5G test network with the Densea Island Densea test network. Apart from that, we are going to build fully open RAN capable 5G test network here. And we are targeting 2 main technologies to discuss. One is the open RAN and the other one is the blockchain capabilities. And also we are discussing about the different use cases like IoT scenarios. We already started for the spectrum management domain. In addition to that, we are trying to work on the augmented reality VR application and also UAE application, also integrated with this 5G test network. And also we have already discussed having some plans to integrate this test network with the other test bed. So definitely we are going to connect with the Fidel, that's one of the requirements. Beyond that, we will be connecting with the Open Island test bed, which is part of the Connect test network in in Ireland, and also with we have planned to interconnect with this Oulu 6G test network as well. So that's it about our research work and the 6G in general, 6G security in general. So thank you very much. So hope you enjoy the rest of the summit with the talk. Yeah, thank you.